In this video, I'm going to see if I can shave a few quick grams off my Ibis Ripmo. This is my Ibis Ripmo AF. This is a size small frame. It's the SLX build and this bike is 34 pounds, so it's not light. So I thought a great way to shave some quick weight off this bike would be to swap out the tires. So anytime that you can take weight off of your build that's rotational weight, so the wheels or the tires, if for some reason it feels like you've taken even more weight off the bike than you have. So today I'm going to be swapping out these Maxxis Assegais for something less aggressive. I can climb all the same things on this bike that I can climb on my Ibis Ripley, but my Ripmo AF does take a lot more energy for me to pedal up the hill because it's 34 pounds as opposed to like the 29, 28 that you get out of a Ripley. So it's significant, especially if you're a smaller rider. This has been long overdue, so I'm gonna see if I can do that and enjoy the advantages of riding the Ripmo AF a little bit more. Now, maybe down the road I'll look at upgrading to higher end group set and things like that. I'd love to know from you guys in the comments, how and where do you like to save weight on your bike when you're trying to shave some of them grams off. Before we get any further into the video, I want to let you guys know that today's video is sponsored by CompetitiveCylist.com. And when you use the code DustyBetty15, that will get you 15% off your first order. Competitive Cyclist is an online retailer for all your mountain biking and other cycling needs. They have everything from frames to components, complete builds, accessories, and apparel. A couple of things that I really like about Competitive Cyclist is their customer service, and they have a live chat feature so that if you have questions before you place your order, you can get the answers you need in minutes instead of having to wait for days for a response. Another thing that I really like about Competitive Cyclist is that they have a lot of great sales throughout the year, and they're not small discounts. They've got some really, really amazing deals, so it's worth being signed up for their emails. So first, let's take a look at the tires that I'm planning to put on this bike. This is a set of Specialized tires. I've got the Butcher. This is 29, 2.3 wide. This is going to go on the front, and in the rear, I'm going to use the Ground Control. This is a really awesome rear tire. Also 2.35 wide. These are 35 mil rims, so 2.3 is maybe a hair narrower than is ideal. Maybe in the long term I might get a little more side scuffage on my rims, but it's not a super big deal. So this is what I'm hoping to do. I also got this same setup in a 2.6, so I thought if I try the 2.3s and I absolutely hate it if it's just too narrow, then I can always pop those on. And if I end up liking the 2.3s, then I'll throw these 2.6s on one of my other bikes. I run these on my Ripley, so I know that I like them. It's just a question of seeing if I like the way they run on this bike. So I'm excited for this experiment. Also in my order, I've got lots and lots of Orange Seal Endurance sealant. This is my favorite sealant. I feel like it lasts quite a bit longer than some of the other stuff that I've tried. And especially living in the desert where it's so dry, that is really awesome. And I go through a lot of sealant. I've also got some rim tape because it's time to run some new rim tape on this. This is also the Orange Seal rim tape. Hopefully it'll fit on these rims. If not, I can always use it on one of my other bikes, but hopefully we'll get to use this today. I also picked up some of this Muck Off Fast Action Cleaner. You wet your bike down, spritz it down, let it sit for a couple of minutes, and then you can just lightly go over it with a rag or a brush, and it gets the gunk and the silt off a lot easier with less scrubbing. And it works enough that I got the big boy too, so I got the refill. I think I've got everything I need, so let's get these tires swapped out so I can hit the trail. Let's weigh some tires. Got both Maxxis Assegais on here. These are EXO, 2.529, 2.215 kilograms, 4.88 pounds, which translate to 78 ounces. Now I'm gonna throw the Specialized tires on here. 1.83 kilograms, 4 pounds, 64 ounces. Just for kicks, let's weigh the rims. 2.8 kilograms, 6 pounds. I think I'll be able to feel that difference. I think that's gonna feel pretty good. The biggest question is, am I gonna be happy with the grip and the width of these tires? Anytime I mount tires, whether I'm using a floor pump or a compressor, I really like to use the tip that Sid and Mackie shared in a video a little while back. So I'm gonna link that video. Make sure you check that out because it will give you hours of your life back every time you go to mount tires.
I reach through my only hope. I look for the things I don't know.
All right, now we're gonna cut to the trail for the fun part. All right, I'm at the top of Herkenham. We're gonna take this for a spin. I will leave links to these tires and all the products I featured in this video in the description. I'll also include some links to some of my other favorite products that you can find at competitivecyclist.com. So head on over there and don't forget to use that code DustyBetty15. I think I'm ready to give this bike a proper tune-up and start taking it out again more. I'm gonna let a little air out. It's a little harsh. I always air them up pretty high when I first seat them. It's been a crazy couple months. I haven't been on my bike very much. I'm a little bit more trigger shy than normal, but oh wow. Water moves some stuff there. We've had some flash floods. Can really change the trails. There's a little more bike to pedal uphill, but it'll get there. The Ripmo just makes it so easy to push those hard gears. These tires are definitely faster rolling. Like faster than my brain's ready for right now. But it feels so good to get out and be riding again. I'm just kind of getting back into it after a couple crazy months. I need to kind of wake up and get my cornering game on so I can really get a feel of the grip on these. I'm coming in a little shy in the corners. It's noticeable though, losing almost a pound on this bike. I feel it. Some good grip in the loose corners. Hopping on a trail called Ram's Head real quick. Ah, yay, a little mini size manual across that. That's something special for me. One day I want to learn how to actually manual. That's like one of those really hard skills. I'm doing the 30-day wheelie challenge with RLC in August. But I think when I want to manual, I'm going to have to be on a 365-day challenge. And even then I'd probably have to be pretty dang vigilant with my practice to get it. The tires are gripping real great on the climbs. Ooh, that's changed a little bit. Holy crap. Is that my trail over there? The trail's done washed away. I don't know if I have time to get clipped in before I get to that. Crazy. We've been praying for rain and we got it. Man, it's hot. I would not normally ride it this time of day, but I just had to squeeze the ride in while I could. Man, that heat and the humidity, whew, it's taking it out of me. I'll tell you what, I'm glad this bike is almost a pound lighter right now. I do love having a little more travel. A little easier to land in the rough. Alright, this is my chance to recover. Oh man. at that view. There's our little desert oasis. The creek is where the band of green is. I'm close to going for this one, but when I feel awesome about it. It's crazy, I haven't ridden this trail in probably months, but I had a dream of riding it recently. And so it's weird because my brain kind of thinks that I did ride it recently. Woo. That's prickly pear falling in the trail. It got heavy with water in the storm. I'm getting a little stiff. I gotta loosen up. We're all literally all right. Boy, that was fun, and I was not disappointed at all by these tires. I think the 2.3s were just fine for me on this bike. You know, I think 2.3s probably feel to me like what 2.6s feel like to maybe a 160, 180 pound rider. So I felt like they did really great. They seem to run well on these rims. I do need to kind of tighten up on my cornering technique. I've gotten really lazy, but it's good. And it is fun being, you know, even though this bike is only slightly longer than my Ripley, I can definitely feel the difference. It is fun on some of that successive steppy stuff, being on a little more stretched out bike. This bike has so much to offer me, and I do think it would, as much fun as it is to ride the Ripley, that'll probably still be my main ride, but this bike would be good for me to start taking out a little bit more frequently again. Don't forget to join me for the 30-day RLC Wheelie Challenge. I'll link that video if you haven't seen it, starting at the beginning of August. Don't miss it. It's going to be so fun. Make sure you're following me on Instagram if you're not already, because that's where I'll post most of the stuff during the month on that challenge. So anyway, thanks for watching. Get dusty.